All right, the Rifton Pacer. Dum, dum, dum. So the person can be completely dependent in here, like my main man that I got in today. But generally speaking, you want them to be, maybe they can stand, but difficulty walking. Maybe even standing might be difficult, but they can assist in stand. That would more likely be the ideal patient. For anybody that really doesn't have the ability or might be heavier, the pacer is going to, or the tram's going to be your better bet. However, the reason that I get my dependent guy in here is because of the support that it offers. I have a lot more freedom with this to get it the way that I want and get it working the way that I want. So, however, if you're getting somebody dependent in here, you have to manually lift them up. So you have to lift essentially their body weight if they're not helping in stand. And it's very awkward, and it usually takes two people. Although I've gotten another guy that's pretty heavy in here by myself, and I just go, you start on this side, and then you go to that side, lift it up one, go to this side, lift it up one, that side, lift it up one, until eventually you're up.
It's not ideal.
It's definitely not ideal. So you can step into it, and I'll get it set up on you, and then you can get it set up on me. So we're obviously going to want this up a little bit. So there's two levers on the side here. You're going to pull them in and then pop it up. So I'm going to get it way up, right?
Okay.
From here, we're strapping the back. It has 4 brakes, which we should definitely be using right now. So typically speaking, if someone was in a wheelchair and we were getting them in, I would start first with the chest strap, and then trying to get the girl strapped underneath of them, and then hooking it to here, and then tightening it and then lifting them. Let's say you just stood up from the wheelchair. I'm going to get this in first, especially if you have shoulder depressors. I know that that's going to give you at least something that you can kind of hold up on. Let's say your shoulder depressors are weak, then I might get the girl strap underneath first so that you have something underneath of you, and then do this second. So depending on the patient, to me this typically tends to be easier just because you're up top and it seems to be something that's secure to start. So we'll tighten this out first, tighten this one out, and then I'm going down here. And I'm going to loosen this out just a tad, and then coming up through here. And we're going to loosen this one out just a tad too, coming up on this side. And then this, I just want to be taught depending on who I'm working with. So like if someone's just needing a little bit of assistance, I'm going to make that taut, not real tight. I'm not going to jack them off the ground, because I'm going to try to find that distance into which they can walk, but not giving them too much support. Right?
Yeah.
So you want to kind of play with this and get it to the point where it's going to accommodate them.
Okay.
So from here we can also adjust the arm prompts. Down here is going to loosen and let them come in or out, depending on what we need. Right?
Okay.
So like my main man today, dependent, he's going to be more in like this position because he's going to be trying to pull in the whole time. Which I don't even use these for some people for that reason. If he's going to be fighting it the whole time, then I'd much rather him just be able to have his arms free doing whatever he wants. But if they're going to be offered for support, there's definitely that adjustability to be able to get them into it as they need. So now from here, when we're actually doing gait training with somebody, when we're letting them walk in here, someone that's really trying to increase their endurance or something, you're going to be able to just let them go. So let's say, I'm going to show you, this is going to be, so this is without any drag, without anything on. You're free to do whatever you want. So you can go ahead and turn around.
Okay.
You can see it's a little bit difficult to manage. It's kind of heavy, so you're really having to put some effort into it. Now, if we're really working on endurance for somebody and they're getting like 400 feet walking without a break, Then my next step is going to be starting to increase the drag, which is this inner part of the wheel right here. This part right here, I'm going to increase that. So now, go ahead and try to move now. See, it's a lot harder. So, and that's about half drag. So we have still more that we could be going to really increase to make it a little bit more difficult. And then let's say someone, maybe they like to take a few steps forward, but then they always start falling back. So we can lock out the wheels like that. And now I've also put the directional locks in so that they can't go backwards. They can only progress the unit forward.
Okay.
So from here, we're going to have to do a U-turn. We're going to have to turn completely around, you know. So there's that option too. If we don't put these wheel locks on, then it's not going to work. You know, you're going to hear a click, but it's not actually going to stop the unit because the wheel locks have to be applied so that the casters can't turn, like the caster locks.
Yeah.
So if someone's scissoring, we can also put these guys on. It's going to prevent them from being able to pull their legs too close together. Still gives them the ability to flex and extend. And then lastly, we have just the directional locks that we can apply to be able to keep them only going one direction, like straight. So this is going to make it to where maybe they have left side hemiplegia, they're pushing off on the right and they're constantly falling to the left. So we're going to try to take that out of the equation, the ability to be able to stabilize on the leg. So now they're only able to walk forward, progress the unit forward. So. And they can't go backwards now, so that really makes it.
Okay.
All right. How's that? Any questions?